Welcome back to our weekly newsletter on the economy, where we bring you the latest updates on business and economic trends. Today, I will take you on a journey through this week's newsletter. To receive our weekly newsletter and stay informed on the latest economic developments, simply follow our website in the description below. Let's start. Our first headline takes us to the heart of inflation trends as reported by the OECD. In June, we witnessed some fascinating fluctuations in inflation rates across various economies. The Consumer Price Index indicated that year-on-year inflation within the OECD decreased to 5.7%, down from May's 6.5%. Now, while this seems like a decline, it's important to note that not all countries followed suit. Germany and Japan stood out as exceptions. Energy inflation saw a significant plunge, reaching minus 9.6%, and the food inflation also decelerated, coming in at 10.1%. Moving on to our second headline, we have a development that's close to home from our UK viewers. According to the GfK Consumer Confidence Index, things took a bit of a hit in July. The index dropped by 6 points, landing at minus 30. It seems that reality is making its presence felt even among resilient consumers. There are rising concerns about personal finances and the broader economy over the next 12 months. It's a reminder that even in times of resilience, economic uncertainties can cast their shadows. Our third headline takes us to Belgium, where retail trade is under the spotlight. In June, the volume of sales in retail trade experienced a dip, registering a decrease of 3.2% compared to the same month of the previous year. Switching gears, let's talk about food prices on the global scale. The FAO Food Price Index, an essential indicator, showed some intriguing patterns in July. The index recorded a 1.3% increase, reaching 123.9 points. However, it's noteworthy that this number is still 11.8% lower than the previous year. The standout performers were vegetable oils, bouncing back with increase. On the other hand, sugar faced a decline. So these fluctuations reflect the intricate balance of supply and demand, as well as various external factors influencing the food market. We are zooming in on Turkey's economic landscape. The Consumer Price Index saw a staggering annual increase of 47.83% in July. This is a significant figure that highlights the challenges some economies face in managing inflation and maintaining stability. It's a situation that often prompts policy discussions and actions to ensure sustainable growth and financial well-being. Now let's turn our attention to the industrial sector with our sixth headline. In June, industrial producer prices in both the Euro area and the EU experienced a contraction of 0.4% compared to the May of the same year. Looking at the bigger picture, year-on-year prices declined by 3.4% in the Euro area and 2.4% in the EU. Among the notable trends, Hungary took the lead with the highest monthly increase, while Ireland faced the largest annual decrease. This shift in prices saw energy and intermediate goods taking a hit, while capital goods and consumer goods saw slight upticks. These fluctuations in producer prices often reflect broader economic trends and offer insights into manufacturing and trade dynamics. Our next headline brings us into the world of steel, a crucial industry that often mirrors economic health. The European steel market unfortunately finds itself in a deepening recession of minus 3% for the year 2023. This is attributed to ongoing challenges such as high energy costs, production expenses, and geopolitical tensions. However, there is a silver lining on the horizon. The year 2024 shows a more optimistic projection with a hopeful rebound of plus 6.2%. Moving on, let's explore the services sector with our 8th headline. In May, we saw a positive uptick in the production of services within the EU. The numbers showed an increase of 1.3% and a slightly larger 1.8% in the euro area when compared to the April of the same year. The services sector plays a vital role in modern economies, contributing to growth and employment. These numbers provide valuable insights into the momentum of service-related industries and their contribution to the overall economic landscape. Shifting our focus back to Germany, in July, the country saw a slight decrease in its inflation rate, settling at plus 6.2%, and this number provides an indication of the evolving price dynamics within the German economy. Let's explore the world of heavy industry and its role in tackling the pressing challenge of decarbonization. Our 10th headline takes us to the insights shared by the World Economic Forum. This discussion revolves around how heavy industry can transition towards decarbonization while maintaining social equity. Initiatives like Sweden's hybrid Ørsted offshore wind and CEMEX efforts showcase the potential for emissions reduction, community engagement, and innovation. The sector's adoption of technology and sustainable practices holds the promise of a future characterized by growth, social progress, and environmental preservation. The concept of a just transition is highlighted, emphasizing the importance of involving diverse stakeholders for a holistic approach to climate action. While progress is evident, challenges remain in achieving equitable global financing. And we are going to Georgia. In June, Georgia's construction cost index saw a slight dip of 0.1%. However, when we consider the bigger picture, there is been an impressive 8% increase since February 2022. And this growth has been fueled by factors like wage growth and fluctuation of material prices. Next up, we have Turkey's remarkable achievement in July. The country witnessed a substantial 20% increase in approved capacity reports, and according to the Customs Office, the country's trade deficit hit a 22-month low in June. The deficit decreased to 6.7 billion euros, the lowest level since August 2021, down from 7.94 billion euros in May. Moving on to Albania. And this country's inflation rate eased to 4.2% in July, marking the lowest level in over a year. Let's now delve into the remarkable initiative driving sustainable growth. Our 15th headline spotlights Poland's strides in circular economy growth through urban mining. Elemental Holding, under the leadership of CEO Paweł Jarski, has played a pivotal role in elevating Poland to the position of the EU's second highest recycling rate improver. Their innovative approach extracts valuable materials from e-waste, reducing the need for mining new resources and promoting a greener future. This not only boosts recycling rates but also aligns with the principle of the circular economy. Shifting focus to the financial sector, several countries, including Italy, Spain, Hungary, and Czech Republic, and Lithuania, are introducing windfall taxes on banks. These measures are a response to rising interest rates and increased profits. Italy's recently announced 40% tax on net interest income, and Spain's 4.8% tax on banks' interest and commission income have reverberated through bank stock prices, highlighting the intersection of fiscal policy and financial markets. Our next headline brings us to Belgium's economic landscape. In the second quarter, the country's economic growth slowed to 0.2%. The industrial sector faced a decline of 1.0%, while services experienced a more positive uptick. These sectoral shifts reflect the intricate dynamics of economic activity within the country. And going to the US, and in July, payroll employment rose by 187,000, showcasing continued job market expansion. The unemployment rate experienced little change, settling at 3.5%. And these figures offer insights into the labor market's resilience and its contributions to overall economic vitality. Rice prices in Asia have surged to their highest level since 2008, raising concerns about global supplies. Of course, factors like dry weather in Thailand and India's export restrictions have contributed to these price surges. Rice, a staple for billions, could impact inflation and import costs, with ripple effects on economies worldwide. This development underscores the vulnerability of food supply chains and the potential economic implications. Starting off, our next headline takes us to China's manufacturing sector. In July, China's manufacturing PMI experienced a rise, reaching 49.3%. And the Bulgaria's business landscape. In July, we observed a mix of trends. The industry sector faced a decline, while retail saw improvement and construction maintained its steadiness. The IMF has highlighted the assessment of financial sector effects due to elevated borrowing costs, with the prospect of central banks maintaining policy rates higher for longer. The financial landscape is undergoing notable shifts. Interest rate hikes aimed at curbing inflation are affecting banks and non-bank financial intermediaries. The IMF's focus on risk assessment and liquidity stress testing underscores the importance of monitoring financial stability in times of change. And let's talk about Azerbaijan's economic performance. In January-May 2023, the country's GDP grew by 0.7%, reaching 49.58 billion manats. And shifting focus to the cost of living, and the package holiday prices in the EU have surged by 12.4% between January and May, marking the highest increase since 1996. This surge exacerbates the ongoing cost of living crisis, particularly impacting minimum wage earners. Of course, the data reveals the challenges faced by workers across several EU states, where vacation affordability becomes a growing concern. Our next headline delves into financial fraud and business vigilance. In Latvia, 40% of businesses have fallen victim of financial fraud, with unauthorized account access being a common method. On a positive note, 80% of businesses effectively shield their finances and identify scams. This emphasizes the importance of fraud prevention and the awareness measures to protect businesses from malicious attempts. And lastly, let's discover Australia's business turnover in June. Among the industries, 8 experienced growth, with the electricity sector surging by an impressive 12%. However, the accommodation and food services sector faced a decline of minus 2.6%. That wraps up our economy newsletter for today. We covered a wide range of topics. Stay informed and tuned in for more economic news in our upcoming episodes. Thank you for watching and remember to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates.